Hello Year 1, this is your second humanities lesson all about Christopher Columbus. You did really well in your lesson last week. And the aim of the lesson is to know more about Christopher Columbus and be able to write a fact file all about him. And you'll know if you've been successful if you'll be able to tell an adult who Christopher Columbus was and what he was famous for. This is the task that you're going to be asked to do at the end of the lesson. I thought I'd show you it first, so as I'm going through things, you can maybe start remembering. I'm going to ask you to complete a fact file all about him. And then here at the bottom, here and here, are two extra little films that you could watch all about him. So who was Christopher Columbus? He was a very famous explorer. And in 1492 he sailed from Europe to America. That's a very long way. He sailed all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, not knowing where he was going to land. You might want to get out an atlas or have a look and see how far away that really is. It's a very long way. So what did he do? It's really important for you children to know that he did not discover America, but he started regular contact between Europe and America because Vikings had actually landed in America 500 years before this. But at that time, Christopher Columbus didn't know. So he was born in 1451 in Italy, and this time period was called the Renaissance. And lots of people were building new ships to explore new lands. You might remember that I told you last week his father was a wool merchant. And his first trip on the sea was when he was 13 years old. So not very old at all. He learnt to sail on a wooden ship that had sails, and he used the stars and the sun to find his way when he was out in the middle of the ocean. He did go to live in Portugal, and he sold some maps with his brothers. And he had a dream to travel west and go and visit China. So to follow his dream, he needed money. So he went to see the King and Queen of Spain and asked them if they would give him some money to buy ships. And they did that. If you remember from the little video that we watched last week, the King and Queen of Spain gave him 3 boats. Can you remember what they were called? So he set sail on the 3rd of August 1492 with 3 ships. And the people on the ships took it in turns to do the work. And everybody had to sleep on deck under the stars. Now, Christopher Columbus used a compass to help him find his way. One of the challenges I gave you last week was to see if you could find out how a compass worked. Did you have a chance to do that? The trip took them longer than expected, and they did get a bit scared. They couldn't find any land at all. All they could see was sea. They started to run out of food and water because you know that they couldn't drink the seawater because that's full of salt. And if they're in the middle of the ocean, there's nowhere that they could get food from. After 36 days, one man spotted an island. This was the Bahamas. So Christopher Columbus, he sailed to America in 1502 for the 4th time, still hoping he would get to China. Instead, he ended up in Central America. Oh dear, his ships had holes in them, so he had to wait a whole year to sail home. And when he did get home, he was very, very ill, and he died in 1506. You will need that date for your fact file. Remember that, 1506. You might be able to work out how old he was when he died. So here are some interesting facts all about Christopher Columbus. So Christopher Columbus's biggest ship was less than 23 meters long, That's really not that long at all. And before Christopher Columbus had been to America, no one had ever tried a tomato or potato. Wow. The sailors ate stew made from salt, meat, and bones, a bit like what the pirates used to eat. And this is going to be your task. You're going to complete your fact file. So remember I showed you, you could colour in the words that say Christopher Columbus. That would be lovely if you coloured that in pencil, crayon and felt tip. Now, you might have to run through this again, but can you remember when he was born and when he was died? You might want to put over here how old he was when he died. You might be able to work that out. Here you would start this sentence off Christopher Columbus. And remember, they both have a capital C. Christopher Columbus is important because, and you'd have to explain why he was important. He did something very, very important no one else had done before. So maybe watch this again. Here, you could colour in a picture of Christopher Columbus in pencil crayon. That would be nice. And this box here is for interesting facts. I know I had a one-to-one with somebody who told me a very interesting fact all about Christopher Columbus. Now, it'd be lovely for you to watch these two. If I click on the one at the top, so this is the first video that you'll get to watch. Unfortunately, children, you can't hear the words from the video when I do these recordings, so you'll need to go on it yourself. The second clip would be really nice for you to watch is the bite-sized one, so I'm going to click on that now. This takes you to this website, which is the BBC Bite Size, and it says here, who was Christopher Columbus? There is a little film to watch here, which is really nice. There's some key facts. If you need that for your writing, there's some key facts there. And there's a little activity here below. This one here. If I click on that, I'll show you. So what you have to do is you have to put these cards in the right order. And then when you've moved them around, you then press check. And there's some more facts here. So you can have a look at this page. So both of them are on my PowerPoint. So your work today is to watch these two little films to get all those facts that you need. Then you're going to fill in this fact file. If you needed to go onto the back and write some more facts, that's absolutely fine. So enjoy your lesson today, writing Christopher Columbus's fact file. Have fun, everyone.